make some kind of research about nightmares or something like that to do this video game?
このビデオゲームをやるのにですね、この、悪夢だとかそういったナイトメアのリサーチなんかを少しやられたんでしょうか。
一作目は結構リサーチをってね、精神病棟とか、ロボトミー手術とかそういうことをたくさんしたんですけど、2は
Yes, for the first the game, we did quite a bit of research. We researched information or documents from mental hospitals. We did look into lobotomy of the brain surgery and research the brain, human brain. But for the second one, we didn't.
Well, for the second one, I don't think it was intense research, but more sort of thinking about how can we convey, especially when it comes to our villains, like that sort of psychopathic personality and how it can be visualized within this world that we're creating. Because this time we tried to use a lot more sort of surreal imagery and how we just display these characters and the environments that they produce.
What is the creative process to make the enemies? For example, the enemy of the demo, the first one. What is that creative process?
この敵を作る上でのそのクリエイティブなやり方っていうのは、つまり考えというのはどういうふうに出てきたんでしょう。デモで見ますと敵の最初に出てくる敵なんですけども、それを想像する作り上げるプロセスっていうのはどういう形で実現したんでしょうか。
So for our enemies designs, we have a talented art team and artists who we sort of kind of let loose and give them very sort of vague descriptions over concepts that we like to have in the game. For example, the first enemy that you meet in the demo, it was a very vague start. It was just sort of this idea of sort of an amalgamation of bodies, some sort of physical weapon that would be great for sort of killing the player character, and very big, and then go. And then they would come out with lots of designs, and we would instinctively know when you see these designs, so this is something that fits within our game. And then one of the core axes of creating the enemy types in Evil Within is sort of the connection to the antagonist characters. So for the first game, most of the characters, enemy characters, are based off the antagonist Rubik and sort of his personality. And in this game, we've revealed one, which is Stefano, sort of an artist that's in our game. And then we have enemies tied to his personality and the art that he creates as well.
So the sound for me and this demo is some kind of character. It's very strong and very stressful. So what is the creative process to put that sounds, to make that? How do you manage to make that sounds very stressful, very terrific? You make test. What do you do?
それサウンドなんですけども、
The sound system in general.
このゲームの使っているサウンド、これはすごくなんかストレスを感じるような怖さのあるようなそういったその音がサウンドがあるんですけど、これはリサーチをしたりいろいろ考えてそういうサウンドにしたんでしょうか。どうしてああいったなんかストレスの強いようなサウンドをお使いになったんでしょうか。
We just have a very talented sound team, and for the most part, we just let them do what they want to do, and we just get extremely good sound design. So, yeah, it's actually the easiest part of the job because you can just let them do what they want to do, and then you get some very good things out of it.
今回怖いサウンドだけじゃなくて感動できるサウンド曲も入ってるんで両方楽しめます。
Well, in the second sequel, the second game, we used not only stressful or scary sound, but also we included the sound which is rather sort of moving or emotional. So you can enjoy both types of sound.
Yeah, I don't think you got to hear it in the demo, but I think the soundtrack in this game is actually, you're going to be surprised. It's extremely, extremely good. And hopefully you get to hear it outside of the game as well.
Great. So this game is going to have special graphic design or something like that in the PC version, because I saw it on Ryzen processor with Vega graphics card, and also do you have plans to improvements at graphics on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X?
それで、このシリーズですけれども、そのグラフィック、については非常に特別の、そのものがあると思いますが、ベガグラフィックとかいうようなものについてはグラフィックがとても良いようによく出てくるように思うんですけども、それから PC で見たときにとか、しかし PS4 とか Xbox ですか、こういったもののグラフィックも同じように改善されるような、よく出てくる、よく見えるようになってるんでしょうか。
Yeah, so we're still sort of putting the final tweaks on the game. So all this like final graphic stuff, we still haven't announced it, but you'll probably hear it.